Are you ready to learn this classic song? After this lesson, you'll be able to play the iconic Free Fallin' riff by Tom Petty. There are 3 chords in this riff, but the best part is if you can play the D major chord, then you can quickly and easily learn this song. The 3 chords in this song are D major, D&Sus4, and A&Sus4. But to change between these 3 chords, you only have to move one finger at a time. Once you have your second and third fingers in place, you do not have to move them at all. This song is played at a speed of 84 beats per minute in 4/4 timing. This 4/4 timing means you count 1, 2, 3, 4 to stay in time. The song is in standard tuning: E, A, D, G, B, E. But if you want to play this with the original recording of the song, then you'll have to put a capo on the 3rd fret. If you don't know what a capo is, it's this device right here. It's a tool that you can place anywhere on the guitar neck. A capo is basically like a guitar nut that you can move around to different frets to change the pitch of your open strings and open chords. In standard tuning, with no capo, the open guitar strings sound like this. If you place the capo on the 3rd fret, the open guitar strings sound like this. With no capo, the D major chord looks and sounds like this. With a capo on the 3rd fret, the D major chord sounds like this. If you don't have a capo, don't worry. I've included full band backing tracks that you can practice with, and these backing tracks are in standard tuning with no capo. There's a half-speed backing track at 42 beats per minute, 3/4 speed backing track at 63 beats per minute, and full speed backing track at 84 beats per minute. Whenever you start learning a new song, it's important to plan your path. What I mean by this is you should look at all the chords you have to play and see what comes before and after each chord. You can see in this song that you change from the D major chord to the D&Sus4 chord, the D&Sus4 chord to the D major chord, the D major chord to the A&Sus4 chord, and the final chord change is the A&Sus4 chord to the D major chord. If you plan the way your fingers are placed in the chords, you can make your chord changes really easy and fast. Looking at the chord charts, you can see that your 2nd finger and 3rd finger are in the same position in every chord. That's because I planned these chord changes to make them as easy as possible. You could play each one of these chords differently, but it would make it a lot harder to play the song. You're going to use down strums only for this whole riff, so you do not even have to worry about remembering a strumming pattern. The first chord in this riff is the D major chord. Place your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the small E string. You'll play the open D string, 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and the 2nd fret of the small E string. It will look and sound like this. You'll strum the D major chord once. Next, you'll strum the D&Sus4 chord once. To change to the D&Sus4 chord, do not move anything except for your 4th finger. All you have to do is add your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the small E string. You don't even have to move your 1st finger. Now play the same 4 strings like this. Next, strum the D&Sus4 chord once, and then strum the D major chord quickly after that. All you have to do is play the D&Sus4 chord and then lift your 4th finger off the fretboard and strum again. It will look and sound like this. Here's how the first 4 strums of this song will sound. Now for the final chord in the final strum, the A&Sus4 chord. To change from the D major chord to the A&Sus4 chord, do not move anything except for your 1st finger. All you have to do is take your 1st finger off the 2nd fret of the small E string and move it up to the 2nd fret of the D string. Then you'll strum the bottom 5 strings, the A string all the way down to the small E string. Here's how the A&Sus4 chord looks and sounds. That's it. Now you know the whole chord progression. So let's go over it one more time from the start. Remember that you are using down strums for each chord. You'll strum both D major and D&Sus4 once. Then you'll strum D sus4, D major, and A sus4. Here's the whole chord progression at a slow speed. Here's the whole chord progression at full speed. Remember to use down strums only, and do not move your second or third fingers at all during this riff. Give this a try on your own and then have fun playing it with the backing tracks. As always, start slow and work your way up to full speed.